are Supervisors Fisher, Edizio, Cassiola, Sadovik, and Fleer. In addition, Township Manager Don Denuso, Jack King, Director of Planning and Assistant Township Manager, Sean Bukovinsky, Chief of Police, Engineer Dan Dizeroff of Gateway Engineers, and Township Solicitor Gretchen Moore. Comments will be taken at this time for any item to be voted on by the board that appears on the agenda. General Township comments or questions will be addressed after a Board of Supervisors discussion of old business. Please step to the microphone and state your name and address for the record.
Good evening. My name is Linda Cronin. I live at 117 Cecil Drive in the Rosewood Park.
You can't hear her. She can't. Can you
can't.
hold, is there a microphone thing you try to?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Dan, you see if the one where you can hold.
I can't.
There you go.
Oh, was it on? Okay.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I'm Linda Cronin, 117 Cecil Drive in the Rosewood Park plan. I'm directing my comments about Resolution 62-2021 about the gate of Rose Avenue. Because of the COVID restrictions and limited capacity, I circulated a petition of which 23 houses with all residents residing in those homes signed, and some residents have also sent emails in lieu of their physical presence. In December, a resident of Rose Avenue called the township manager and advised the gate was open at Rosewood Park Gate, Rosewood Avenue. She was advised that there was nothing that could be done as it was the property of the owner of 122 Rose Avenue. A follow-up call was made and received the same response. Another resident of Rose Avenue was also advised could not close the gate. I also called in February and was advised at that time the matter was referred to the solicitor. Cecil Township homeowners at 122 Rose Avenue have an adjoining lot for whom address is in Canonsburg Borough. To access that driveway, they have to go to the side of Cecil Township as buried access from Canonsburg. Unfortunately, that prevented the homeowner from getting access to her driveway, so when Cecil constructed a gate, they gave the key to them so they could get access to their driveway. The residents of Rosewood Park understand the inconvenience of having to open the gate, but they also have an option to construct access to the driveway from the Cecil Township side. A letter was sent to Canonsburg Borough by our solicitor, and I quote, "In response to Cecil Township's concern, the Cecil Township Board of Supervisors unanimously voted in the September 3rd, 2013 meeting to permanently close Rose Avenue at its connection point to Lucia Drive in Canonsburg Borough. After that letter, the developer changed the name from Lucia to Rose at that connection point. By having the gate open for the last 3 months, that has violated our own resolution. If we could not close the gate, it was an obligation to use other means to prevent access. Also, if any change is requested, like a request to remove the gate, we should be notified as it impacts the whole plan, since we are listed as a no-outlet plan. It can't be up to us to monitor the agenda on such serious manner. Many of the residents I spoke to, including me, do not understand why access was permitted and nothing done when complaints were called into the township that a violation occurred. Speeding cars, near misses, and inadequate traffic controls are some concerns that were addressed as a result of the denial of the thruway years ago. And I was just wondering if there was any communication to Canonsburg recently.
So there hasn't
What's going
been,
on?
so there hasn't been any communication with Canonsburg. We are going to lead conversations with Gretchen and Dan. Dan is going to reach out to the homeowner and try to come up with a solution. Unfortunately, they do have a key to access the gate. So it's not realistic for us to be able to constantly check that gate and make sure that it's closed. But we're going to actually table the agenda item that's there tonight and give Gretchen and Dan authorization to go to that homeowner and try to work out an agreement to keep that road closed.
Does she own the gate?
She doesn't own the gate, it's on a public street, it's our gate, but they have a key to it.
Right.
So even if we would send a police there and give them the right to close and lock it, they could walk right out their front door and open it back up again.
Okay.
So that's the point. So we are aware of it. We are still on the page of wanting to keep that road closed, that access road closed. We just need to give Gretchen and Dan some time to come up with a solution.
So I guess one of the things that we were actually questioning then at that point when you're deciding that, if the homeowners open the gate and do not shut the gate, which should happen, can the gate be reclosed by Cecil Township? And should a letter be sent to the homeowner outlining the conditions and restrictions about only opening the gate? So in essence, if they're violating our ordinance, you should change the locks on the gate, and she should not have, be able to use the gate at her request. And so it's been open for 3 months.
Well, the
So
issue,
you're gonna close the gate right now?
the issue is that we gave her a key. That is access to her driveway. Just give us, we are on the same page. We want to keep that road closed. Give us the opportunity to try to talk to the homeowner and come to some sort of agreement.
Okay, well, we all appreciate that.
Yeah, that's all
And
we're
we're
asking.
glad, to see that we can get this gate closed, because I was out for 15 minutes and 7 cars passed by.
Right,
And they're speeding, and there's kids going down the street.
right,
Well, I don't know if they're going down the street now from the school bus, but,
right.
So, but I would appreciate, if you would just, Dawn has my email, if you could just give me a little heads up, so that when the other residents call and ask me what's going on, I can at least give them some information.
We're on your side on that.
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
it.
We're trying to
Work this out.
Well, that's great. And I just couldn't understand why nothing was done for 3 months.
Let's just not, yeah, give us the opportunity to try to work this out, and we will be in touch with you once we come to a resolution.
Great. And who wants a petition?
I'm good. Thank you.
Well, with this COVID, we had to go into this extent.
It's fine, you can give it to Dawn if he wants to keep it for the record, but we don't need it at this point. Do you have an item, something that's on the
Yes,
agenda?
Tom Crane, and I'm Linda's husband, in the gate again. I got a couple prospective solutions. Can I approach what this thing? And this is off the Washington County website. This is the property right here on Rose. This is Rose Avenue. This is Cecil Drive here. With my finger over that, that's the profile of their driveway. I'm proposing that we add, we remove the gate and put it on this side. Now, this side would be gated. This side would be through to that Y. So now these people have an option of coming up and going into Canonsburg or coming up and going into Cecil. This is a series of posts, maybe 5, maybe 8 feet apart. Too far for a car to maneuver but open for traffic. And these gates would proceed to that point in the Y.
Right.
So now, this gate is open for emergency access, but it's not open for a car to, they would have to go down their driveway, turn around and come back out here to access.
It's interesting. Dan, you want to take a look at this?
I should have made you a copy.
That's okay, he can actually keep it since he's,
Okay.
he can actually hang on to that since he's the one that's.
I could, yeah, so, do you see what I'm doing here? Cecil Township right there is Canonsburg. That's the profiles there of the driveway right now, and they have to turn away. So if there, I was hoping they were going to be here, I could approach them with this. So you just put a series of posts along here, and then maybe 3 posts to that, to the Y point, and no one can enter through there. Snow plows can come all the way down here and just push that snow up against those posts. The Canonsburg can push that right up through there, just past this driveway, that's all they need to do.
Okay,
So there's
Yeah,
that's a
you
good idea.
Dan, you can keep.
That's kind of what we were talking about.
Yeah, we had talked about
We had talked
approaching
about finding
that.
an alternate solution for their driveway.
Yeah,
We were talking about. So
It's
good
gonna
suggestion.
cost money, but, you know,
Yeah.
we can't keep on open, close it, open. And unfortunately, the way it is now, for those people, their property value is going to be,
Right, which
you
is.
know, I empathize with it.
Yes,
As a matter of fact, what was in '05, this board, the population of the board at that time passed that, you know, let Canonsburg
Make that
develop their phase 4 to enter right there.
Right.
And so,
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it was-
No, I don't think the cans we weren't a part of that.
Trying to stop the road for that. He's trying to barricade that. They showed it, we could not stop them from showing their plan with their developer.
Yeah.
We told them, don't approve that because we're not going to let you have a through road.
is that true? I heard it the other way. You know.
This is the way it is.
And I can't, you know, I can't access any minutes, you know, back then, you know, unfortunately. But then I have one other permanent solution, if that doesn't work, is just buy the house, knock it down, and then put a big rock right in the middle of the road so that you cannot pass either way. And sell the right-of-way or give it to Canonsburg, and then to recoup some money, sell those 2 lots to anybody who wants to buy, you know. So you might get 50, 60,000, but you might pay 150 for the lots and house. So that's a couple of solutions. So that's my 2 solutions on that. And just a couple more images, just of what it was and what it is now. This is a historic picture of what it was. And this is today. You know, with, you know, it's they had a real nice place over there, isolated, but now it's a mess over there. So,
Yeah, thank you.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments on agenda items? Okay.